Well, their days in South Lebanon are numbered. Their war with Hezbollah has been over for weeks. But the Israeli troops who haven't yet packed up and headed home are literally working around the clock. Chris Lawrence went into Lebanon to learn more about their mission.
Israeli troops are on the clock, intent on destroying what Hezbollah left behind. These are some of the last soldiers in South Lebanon. The Israeli government says it could pull them all out by the end of next week, leaving demolition teams little time to blow up these bunkers.
That's why we're working around the clock to find everything.
Lieutenant Gabi takes us into South Lebanon with his Golani demolition unit. They discover one Hezbollah bunker after another. Graben shows us how the bunkers are covered by what looks like rocks and dirt, making them impossible to see from the air.
And the only way to find them is sending the infantry inside, going from room to room.
We follow him down to a bunker at least 50 meters long. It's so cramped you can't stand until you get to the bedroom, where a bottle of Pepsi and canned food have been left behind. Graben says fighters could have lived here for months.
This is very deep into the ground. So this way they could just stay inside, even if there is bombing right above. It could stand.
On the other end, there's a ladder, a second route back and forth to the surface. And no more than 100 meters away, yet another bunker.
This one contained nothing but ammunition. You can see there are more tubes than actual mortars, meaning some of these were already able to be fired off into Israel. But more than at least 100 were just left behind. And the Israeli army has wired this entire room, and it's ready to be destroyed.
These are just some of the weapons the IDF says it removed before we got there.
The fear is that if anything we leave here is going to use them for the minute we leave. And them being here so close, using these things against us, for sure, could be devastating consequences.
We hike another half kilometer deep into the bushes, where the IDF discovers its most important and disturbing find: a rocket launcher half buried, with 2 Katyushas still in the chamber. Hezbollah launched 4,000 of these rockets into northern Israel, destroying hundreds of homes and killing dozens of people. Now the IDF sees Hezbollah's vantage point, with Israeli towns just a few hundred meters away.
Any Hezbollah who walks around here and looks down at the homes of Israeli people just gives you the idea of what can happen here if they're here and we're not.
The unit leaves Lebanon with that thought, hoping their work and UN peacekeepers will eliminate Hezbollah's access to these weapons, but not entirely sure. Chris Lawrence, CNN, South Lebanon.